I was stunned when an old family friend despised my father the moment she learned that he is preparing for a ritual to be done in the house by a manbunong. She went all the way to explain it to my dad, saying it is not good. At the very young age of 12, it sank in my mind and in my heart that my parents, grandparents, and relatives are performing something unacceptable. Because of this, I told myself, I don't want to belong to our tribe. I am a grandchild of a manbunong, and at a tender age, I was fascinated by my observation of what our elders are doing during rituals. Well, that was aside from the what, or the great portion of meat that I could bring home after the ritual, of course. I say that in my veins runs the blood of these native priests and priestess. The fascination towards my culture, however, got crushed after the incident. It was changed with shame and indifference since I was told that those are bad. From that time on, I never said I am a Kankanaey or an Igorot. I was ashamed since I do not want to observe or participate with what they do. So I never learned to dance the tayaw or play the gangsa or any instrument. I never spoke the language or even got interested to know about the meaning of what they organize. I despise the culture. Thankfully, I started to pick up these broken pieces of my fascination to our tradition as I grow up as a native while living and staying in the community with these wise manbunong who happen to be my relatives who were practicing and imparting their cultural knowledge. I realized three important things about these activities. I learned that this is an art. It is a demonstration of faith and a body of knowledge worth emulating. It is an art in psychodrama, a form of expression through coordinated and resounding music. It is brought about by the combination of skill and talent in a chant of crafting words together in an extemporaneous manner, which brings out something beautiful and powerful. It is a form of art that heals. It was able to help the people long before the hospitals were introduced. It is a power in art combined with faith. It is a demonstration of faith that unites heavens, humans, and the forces of the universe to conspire to bring healing, peace, respect, and love for one another. They storm the heavens by invoking the kabunyan to hear them whom he taught the rituals. He brings punishment to the bad, but to the righteous, healing, blessings, and everything good. It is a body of knowledge that can be compared to that of great minds. They have their practical understanding of the world and the theoretical explanation of how things and events came about. They have the social ideals such as inayan or the concept of integrity to avoid bad things, which keep the society intact as they live a harmonious life. All of this aims to help, heal, bring goodness, happiness, and fulfillment to one another in the community. In this world of modernity, where being liberated is defined as leaving the past and embracing the future, maybe, just maybe, we can try to understand, learn, and respect each other and search what is good with the past to bring it to the future. No culture is perfect, and there are things in the culture that we need to leave or modify. But there are great things in it too that we need to retain, and these are the values. These values are treasures worth keeping and inheriting. These are embedded in their rituals. They found the beauty of death in the rituals such as Duno and Ananito. Death is never a pleasant experience because of the feeling of loss, separation, and emptiness. But the Kankanaey find a blessing in it, which is a hopeful perspective that there is something to look forward to. It is not because they want their neighbor to die, but because of the idea of a new, elevated, and spiritual life after death. And they have more. Their profound understanding of marriage is defined in the ritual of matrimonial union, which aims for the preservation of the family as the basic unit and foundation of the society. Blessings for them include things considered as hurtful, seen from a different point of view. Every individual takes the responsibility to care and respect the environment as well as to thank the Maker for the blessings He provides. They have a deeper sense of understanding healing and the soul too. And knowing that evil lurks, they have a ritual of protection and they reserve the ritual of punishment to those relentless evildoers. All of this aims to bring peace, healing, equality, goodness, and happiness. Every person who performs these rituals is enough and encouraged to be good and to live a blameless life. What could be wrong with those? Great minds like Socrates, Plato, and many other philosophers had all their ideas and are being learned by this generation. St. Thomas Aquinas, Origen, and other great theologians have their ideas being shared until the present. Emil Durkheim, Karl Marx, and any other famous sociologists have their ideas being used as references until today. And I believe that each and every culture, such as the Kankanaeys, has their own great minds. We have our great minds. Why look far when we already have it right in our midst? For the Kankanaeys out there, let us give the future generations a chance to appreciate their roots, what the rich culture has, how their forefathers lived an exemplary life of good values they need to imitate, and what are these vast areas of knowledge they wish them to uphold. For people of other culture, let us join together to rediscover our roots and to realize what we have, similarities of objectives, to keep what is good in the culture that reared us. Let us be generous in keeping, polishing, and teaching it to the future. Remember, before we walk a certain space, God was there. Has He not created all things and breathed life into the human lungs? Has He not created us, which includes our brains and heart, to discern, think, and learn? Has He not created us equally? Has He not loved everyone and guides us to Him? Matthew 7:2 states that, "For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." Thus, before deciding that one should or something should be deleted, forgotten, or condemned, I encourage you to understand it further. Learn from the right sources. Take a different perspective. Understand. Read. This book, ATED, Understanding the Timeless Values Ingrained in a Fading Kankanaey Tradition, shall be a great start to open this door of understanding. With all these efforts, I pray that maybe, just maybe, an appreciation and respect will start to grow and a brighter idea shall brew. Iyaman.